Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, sometimes hair, so that sounds like your thing. Make sure you are subscribed. Also, come follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. They're at it again, 5-minute crafts. They've been posting more DIY beauty crafts that definitely take longer than 5 minutes, and crafts that are also a load of bullshit. I feel like 5-minute crafts are at a point now where they know they're crap, and they're basically just taking the piss out of themselves. But today I want to share some of the more outlandish, kind of like, what kind of videos that I've seen, not just from 5-minute crafts, but as for DIY skincare and beauty on the internet. Hacks that are just plain useless, tips that don't make sense, and projects that just won't work. Let's start off with this one. Okay, so this lady's doing some self-isolation cleaning like a lot of us are, but oh my god, she has huge symmetrical blackheads either side of her nose. What's she gonna do? But her multi-purpose wipe has given her an idea. So she's making a sheet mask out of a napkin, basically. But look what she does now. So she's whisking up a whole egg, not just the white, so she's taking the yolk as well. So this isn't gonna dry down and stick to the skin like usual egg white masks do. She's just putting the whole thing on her face, and I bet that fucking stinks. Okay, and now they're all gone. There's really nothing to say here other than there's literally no reason why that would work whatsoever. As I mentioned, she's not doing that typical DIY blackhead mask that we see all over the internet, dipping toilet roll in whiteheads, sticking that to your skin, and that basically works like a makeshift pore strip. So it does kind of like rip away any sebaceous filaments, all that kind of stuff, rips off skin with it as well. But this is just lies, like really obvious lies. As I said, there's no reason why this would work at all, for any reason whatsoever. If you're getting blackheads that bad, then you need to be exfoliating. You need to be using BHAs. I have a whole video about blackheads coming this weekend, which we're going to talk about products and ingredients, etc. You need to be exfoliating regularly, but not too much. And you need to think about how else you can be looking after your pores. So using like a niacinamide serum to help regulate that sebum production, exfoliating, as I mentioned, to stop any potential clogs. As I said, there's no reason why this would work. Speaking of smelling gross, let's take a look at this mayonnaise mask. This man has very, very bad dry skin, so instead of just grabbing a moisturizer, he's gonna grab the mayonnaise from a large Big Mac meal with no drink, weirdly enough, and spread that all over his face. Then he's gonna wipe it off with a dry towel, because that's not gonna be irritating for him. Now, all his dry skin is gone, but look at his face, it looks so red. It looks so irritated. So mayonnaise masks are, again, all over Pinterest, like everywhere. It's not really like a DIY recipe because it's just mayonnaise. Pinterest skincare gurus love this because the idea is that the ingredients in the mayonnaise is going to help. So you have the egg whites and oils mainly that people think are going to help moisturize and nourish the skin. Mainly soybean oil, which when in skincare is actually a good source of vitamin E. It's a good emollient as well when in skincare, formulated to be in skincare. But it's not usually mixed in with egg whites, salt and lemon, and food preservatives as well, you know? This skin looks dehydrated and dry if that's what they're going for, so making sure that you're not just using mayonnaise and you're not just using heavy oils, you're using nice hydrating products. Hydrating serum followed up by an occlusive moisturizer to lock in all that hydration and moisture is going to do a lot more than regularly putting on a mayonnaise mask. Okay, so we have what I think is cornstarch, cocoa powder, olive oil, water, and they're mixing that all together. And they're using it as a concealer. Concealer is the one you do under your eyes, yeah. You know? So here's the thing. First of all, I think this is cornstarch because I feel like they've recycled this hack over and over and over. And cornstarch really had its moment in the beauty world as like a DIY baking powder to bake with, mattifying powder. So cornstarch is actually used in cosmetics quite a bit. It's actually used as a talc alternative. And you'll find it in absorbent products like powders, blotting papers, because it's good at absorbing excess oil. However, this is pre-treated cornstarch that is again formulated to go into cosmetics, not to cook with. I have a quote here from Tiffany Cruz. She is a clinical oncology esthetician at Virginia Dermatology and Skin Cancer Center. She explains that cornstarch is a food source with no preservatives. So when exposed to moisture, it can breed fungal or bacterial substances. This can happen if someone starts to sweat while the cornstarch is present, which can lead to breakouts and inflammation. And the same goes for cocoa powder. You are literally adding water to this mixture, so it's not the best thing to be putting on your face. From another perspective, this will be horrible under the eyes because we don't produce any kind of moisture there. So first of all, adding drying stuff like cornstarch and cocoa powder could be potentially drying, but then you're mixing it in with olive oil. As a whole, I think it's too heavy to be putting on your skin, especially under your eyes. This mixture is going to drip down your face. It's not going to stay put. So this really isn't a great idea. And plus it also looks shit. It looks so bad. As you know, you tag me in a lot of videos, 5-minute crafts, always send me links to YouTube videos. I've watched them all, but this is one I haven't watched yet. And this is one that I've seen the thumbnail, so I know what's coming, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen. So let's watch it together now. Or dry skin. Amazing eyebrows though. Wrinkles, droopy face, no. Okay, so drawer of snails. That's kind of cute. They're being fed lettuce. They've all been named. This is really cute. Okay. And then, of course, is going to put them on the skin, as we saw in the thumbnail. Doesn't look like they're... Leaving it on for 10 minutes, and then there's obviously the, what is it, mucin left on his skin, and he's rubbing that in as a mask. Okay, get the idea. So this is something that's actually done a lot in more the eastern side of the world when it comes to facials. They're really, really popular. They're quite popular. It's a business that's booming, not only because people are using actual live snails for facial treatments, but they're using them in like products as like snail mucin products. Not gonna lie, that video was pretty cute. I find snails cute. Like, we used to brace them up our arm at school and stuff. So here's the thing, as far as like the actual science behind snail secretion goes, I never know what to call it. Secretion, mucus, mucin. It's still like inconclusive as far as its benefits. Their mucin supposedly contains things like copper peptides, hyaluronic acid, proteins and nutrients, all these other things that are actually there to help protect their bum, stomach, foot, I don't know, whatever, their bottom bit. But how and if this is actually beneficial for human skin is still kind of like up in the air. There has been one kind of serious study that showed that snail secretion showed improvement in the form of dermatitis. It actually helped heal the dermatitis, but there's not been any real deep dives into the idea that it has anti-aging properties. Improvement of elastin is another claim. Delivering nutrients to the skin, there's not really been a whole lot of information on that. There's also a question on like the cruelty-free status of extracting mucus from the snail, the sheer volume of mucus that you want the snails to produce. Back in the olden days, when this was still a thing, snail mucus has been around for ages in skincare. It's not really a new thing, but they used to dip the snails in like a salt and vinegar bath almost to really stress them out and to kind of like mass produce this mucus for cosmetics. However, to get good quality snail mucus, you have to treat them well. There's been studies that show that as long as the snails are happy, they produce a better quality mucus, which is the stuff you want in cosmetics. It's actually filtered anyway. But yeah, that's one idea. There are independent farms that do this. They treat the snails really, really well. They take the snail, kind of like drip water with a pipette over them, then kind of like gently scrape away the mucus. You're still putting them through stress. So I wouldn't say that this was cruelty-free in any way. Does it beat putting them in a bath of salt and vinegar? Yes, but you're still agitating them to get the mucus out. Brands who kind of like mass produce this stuff say that they have their new cruelty-free ways of doing this. Some of them say they have like machines, some of them say they put them in like steam rooms, give them like a little spa day, but no, we're yet to see these processes, and a lot of brands are saying that they don't want to publicly explain how they extract the mucus because they don't want other brands latching onto their ideas and using the same extraction process. It's interesting. That's kind of like all I know about it. Let me know if you know more about this process. I don't think it should be cruelty-free. I don't think you can say snail stuff is cruelty-free. Really? I don't know. I mean, but as far as like it goes, there are some amazing snail mucin based products. They're pretty much all anti-aging products as well and hydrating products. So even if this doesn't work, I know a lot of brands are just kind of like adding into the ingredients what they believe to be in snail mucus. So hyaluronic acid, copper peptides, products that are meant to help with the elasticity of your skin. They're good products. I just do feel like the Snail thing might be a bit gimmicky at the moment. The Snail CosRx Essence, for example, is an amazing product. I didn't really do a review on it because, I don't know, I just never fit into a video. But it's a good product. But I don't think it's like this miracle ingredient that a lot of people think it is. I just think any kind of like hydrating, anti-aging based product is pretty much the same thing. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. But that is it from me now, guys. I will see you next time.